Hello, welcome to Selflove Self-Care System Conversations with Experts. I'm Hem, and today we have an amazing guest on who is the author of Every Day in December. We have Kitty Wilson joining us to talk about this beautiful Christmassy tale, which is all cozy and romantic and lovely. And as you all know me, you know that everything I do is to do with self-love, and what isn't closer to self-love than romance. Hello, Kitty. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello, Em. I am so excited to be here. It's going to be so much fun.
Well, I want it to be more Christmassy, and Kitty's really Christmassy. She has a Christmas tree behind her, and I have bare walls behind me. I wanted crackers and novelty. You know what I'm like, probably a Christmas hat. So a Christmas to everyone. And we're going to read a little excerpt each for you. A little one. Very little from Every Day in December, but a very small one. And I'm going to pick the one that's my favourite.
Okay.
Kitty can read something. Or she can tell me no. I'm not reading anything. But yeah, so I'm going to pick a little excerpt and I'm going to read it to you. And because I liked this. So do people usually say yes to you in this situation? He laughs as I ask, and I like it. His laugh is deeper than I remember, full-bodied. I love that. I love that so much because I'm one of these people that loves the timbre of people's voices. So for me, it just really evoked this feeling of, I love the way people sound. I have a real thing about melody, and I love words as well because I love the way words are on paper. And I love etymology and I love the meaning behind words. So for me, books are very precious. So I do love that small excerpt. You've got one you can give us?
Well, because I knew we were coming in to talk about self-love and self-care, all I did was look, I've got little post-it notes. So I've been
a little bit more, have you noticed she's more organised than me, right?
Out were the ones about self-care and self-love, because as I say, it is a romance, it is Christmassy, it is deliberately light-hearted and feel good, but then you've got these little deeper threads running through. Yeah. We're all human, we all have our stuff. So the first one is, it's in the prologue. Her best friend is very direct and about to give birth. So, you know, if you're going to be direct at any point, that is the day you can say what you want. She turns to Belle and says, I get that you have issues. Dear God, if I had your parents, I'd be institutionalized by now. But you need to take charge. Stop letting their view of you shape who you are. Start to believe you are worthy of more. And that really is summing up the whole of Belle's journey. And then as we come along, look much further in, we've got Christmas Day, where she's having to spend the day with her family, which is trying. But she finds a voice for the first time. And if I remember correctly, Belle is 31. So it's been a while coming. Oh, I'm going to curse. I'm not going to curse. There is a curse word in this bit, but I'm going to bleep that for you.
That's fine.
So Belle's standing up for her father. Jack, Rose, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's got into her, my mother says. Stop apologising for me. I do plenty of things wrong, but I can apologise for myself because I am not dead. I can accept that I mess up. But when I do, it's my fault, not the fault of every single person around me. So yes, I am sorry I'm making you uncomfortable on Christmas Day, but seriously. Then she turns around to face her father, who is having a bit of a health crisis. So she's finding her voice. And then by the time we get to the end, again, no spoilers, Rory.
I'm not sure I want you to do this one.
It's fine. Rory's the perfect beta hero. I don't like alpha. I grew up devouring Mills and Boon and romances, and I love them, but I don't like an alpha hero. I find that they're domineering and controlling, and they sit uncomfortably with me. So I always write a beta hero.
Okay.
So Rory is like my perfect man, but you know, he has his issues. So he also is hurt, and he lashes out occasionally when he's hurt. Obviously not physically. That's not coming in my book as a hero. Okay. Sorry, I'm not trying to be aggressive or judgy or blaming. I'm trying to be good here, honest, but I'm hurt. Even this admission isn't enough to make Rory say anything in response. He's still matching my pace, but his eyes are very much focusing on the pavement. I take a deep breath. I'm going to push forward, even if I receive no answers. It may do me some good to say it. I need to say it. I've spent years biting back my feelings with my dad, avoiding confrontation, uncomfortable moments. I'm done with that now. Now I want to speak, but do so in a mindful way, not ride roughshod over the person I'm talking to simply because I have found my voice. And then Belle says what she needs to say.
That's wonderful. Thank you. And you know, it's lovely because they really, really hone in to a lot of the stuff that I say when I teach self-love. I really do bring a lot of that to pass. I do bring up the stuff that we need to always look. We don't stare, we look a little bit at our past, and we look at our childhood, and we work out what happened and what really affected us and how we are presenting ourselves and what affected us. And, you know, and Kitty and I were talking about this a little while ago, and we were talking about how our conditions of worth can be, and how we might think that something is love just because that's what we saw in a particular way when we were younger, and we viewed it that way. But it isn't always the case. And I think with self-love, and I always say this with self-love, it's always about going inwards first and coming from the deepest aspect of yourself and being your true, honest self about how you feel. And obviously in a kind and loving way. We're not here to be shouting and screaming at people or physically violent with people. That isn't the answer. But it's about really, really giving yourself the strength to be the strong person and the loving person that you are. And then that gives everyone the chance to be their true selves and their loving selves. And some people won't play, they won't play. And I think that's beautiful, really lovely.
I think that's key. I think it is about finding the strength to be strong for yourself whilst being mindful of others, because you need to be really aware that everything you do has consequence on other people. So you need to be careful how you shape it and how you carry out what you need to do to make sure no one else gets caught up or hurt. So yes, be strong and be mindful.
That's lovely. And on that note, it's coming up to an end. So yeah, if you want this, where can we get it, Kitty? Where can we get Every Day in December?
You can get it at all the regular places. So Amazon, Waterstone's website, all of those. If you want to give money to small independent shops, then there are sites like hive.co.uk and bookshop.org, which will send you the book so you can order it online, but they will give a small percentage of their profits to our indie bookshop that you can nominate. So yeah, Amazon, Waterstones, Hive, Bookshop, Kobo, and of course Asda, pretty much anywhere.
That's obviously, so that is where you can find Every Day in December, so that you can bring some Christmas sparkle to your month. And also, if anyone's interested in finding you, where can they find you, Kitty? Online?
On social media. But I tend not to have all the pages because I prefer to sort of interact with people and let them message me and all the rest. So just come find me as Kitty Wilson on Facebook, Twitter or Instagram, or sign up for my newsletter, which is on my website, kittywilson.co.uk.
That is lovely. Everybody, you know where you can find me. I'm at selfcaresystem.com. And you know that I've got my Facebook pages, which is the coaching page and the angel page. Thank you so much for joining us, Kitty. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I'm hoping that maybe you can join me for some of your other books, maybe in the future.
I would love to. I really would.
Thank you, darling. Take care. I'm going to
say
goodbye now. Thank you, everyone, for watching that wonderful episode with the talented Kitty Wilson. I also want to thank Kitty. Thank you so much, Kitty, for agreeing to come and be interviewed and to tell us all about your lovely book, Every Day in December.